That's a good takedown, guys. Look at him strip and drag. Look at that. God, dog. There we go. I'm gonna reel down on him. I kind of feel like he's hit. God, dog, he's taking off. There we go. Well, folks, we're out on the Ohio again. It's fell about 6 foot. I've been kind of letting them fish spawn, letting them do their thing. I've been fishing a couple times, didn't have much success. Not really getting serious with it, just kind of keeping on top of them. I kind of feel like that after this river fell, they're done. The water temperature is 76 degrees here. We're scanning around just trying to get a location on where fish are. I don't know how this camera's gonna work. It's supposed to get up to like 92 today. So I'm gonna try to keep it in the shade and do other things. I've got another camera. I'll probably swap them out. We're in 40 foot of water right now and ain't seeing much. So they might be still yet on the banks after that river fell. I don't know. We'll find them. Well, I'm kind of stoked about today. We found like a big old drop off down there under the water. I fished here before and caught fish. But if we don't catch anything pretty quick, anchoring, this river is moving slow enough that we can pull planer boards. I'm pretty stoked about that. It's something I like to do. If the fish ain't biting, you can almost make them bite that way. So we're gonna give her a little bit here. See what happens. They was fish ranked up on top of one another here. We got birds by the gazillions over there birding it up. They sound like they're very dissatisfied with what they're doing. I don't know exactly what they're doing, but it's the nature of a bird to make noise. I do know that. And they sure are making it. Ain't got no bites yet. We got less than a mile an hour current. I hunted for skipjack for a little bit and I didn't find any. That's normally how skipjack going does for me. Got my first bite, real soft bite on that middle pole. Kind of acts strange. Probably a gar. I had turned away looking at these birds making noise, and when I looked back, my pole was coming up. Got a crop duster flying over. He's sure making racket. Got her first barge coming. He is not making racket yet. Well, Aaron's got the first fish. That's normally how that goes.
Shut up, Wesley. You should be happy for me.
Oh, I am. I'm ecstatic.
Is it on there still?
Yeah.
It's very big. I don't know what that black is over there in the water, though. I've been watching it. Oh.
Shadow from one of them. Did he come off?
Yeah.
Just drop her back down there. I think it was a gar. I thought I got a bite on my fur left hand pole. Look at that takedown, folks. That right there has the possibility of being a good fish. I like that. And the thing let loose of it. Son of a gun. I guess I should have got down. That's a headpiece, and I was kind of letting him take it. I guess I should have got down there on him a little quicker. Maybe he'll come back for it. He just never got the hook in his mouth. A fur right hand post trying to do something now. Like I said, it takes them, when you're fishing with frozen skipjack, it takes them just a little bit to thaw out and get the smell in the water. And then about the end of my patience is about when they start biting, which takes about 4, maybe 5 minutes till I'm impatient with them. So, folks, I got Aaron a sunshade made right there. The broken umbrella is already broke. So as long as we don't have a big wind gust come through, we'll be all right.
I think it'll be good.
We've got more umbrellas in case the tornado comes and takes that one off the country.
It's a lot more comfortable.
See, it even turns with her when she swivels. The other day, whenever I was out here in the rain, it blew that umbrella out of the boat. It opened it, and I was doing about 30 miles an hour, and for some reason it didn't like it. So there's wires poking up through it, and we will see. Aaron's getting a pretty good bite. That may be a catfish. Well, he come off. Oh boy. Soft biting today. I kind of feel like that was the same fish that bit mine. And I do not say that very often. Here comes our residential crop duster back. And that thing is just biting strange. Biting real soft. Right now he's coming upstream with it, and that sinker's bouncing off the bottom. Surely that thing will get hooked here directly. Hey, he dropped it right then. We might be in a herd of gar. Yeah, that fish is on, well.
What the hell? Now?
I'm pretty confident that was a catfish. I've got fish swimming up underneath the boat, so I dropped one right up behind the boat right here. Kind of suspended it. My fur left-hand pole. I'm gonna reel down on him just to see if I can get him hooked. And nada. That fish is after that fur left-hand pole again. That tells me gar. There's just not enough current to keep them whooped out of here. But I think there's catfish here. I'm pretty confident that was a for sure catfish bite. But he just didn't get hooked. we ain't gonna be too much longer until we go to pulling planer boards. Well, folks, we had to move from our last place. We was getting tired of messing with Gar. I reeled the poles in, and our baits had holes in them. Looked like you'd shot them with a shotgun. If you was to shoot a skipjack with a shotgun, I don't know why you do that. But anyways, that's what it looked like. So I've always wanted to fish under barges. In the Mississippi, there's so much current that if you have a mishap, then you've got about 3 seconds to do something about it. Over here, the current's not so bad. So if something was to happen, I'd fire the motor up and be, straightened out. But anyways, I've always wanted to fish under barges like this. It always looked to me like a good place to be. I don't know. We will soon find out. It's 35 foot of water here. Well, folks, we have not got a bite here. I think we're gonna probably sit here long enough for me to build a couple more poles for boards, and then we're gonna pull planer boards for a little while. Well, folks, we're dragging boards. We've already got hung up once, but we will see. I don't get very hung up very often doing this, and I feel like the current's about right. So we will see. I'm gonna start looking for fish on sonar. There's one underneath the boat right now. So as big a spread as we got, I think my fur right hand pole's getting hung up. As big a spread as we got, we should be able to get those sporadic fish underneath there if we can stay from getting hung up. Because I'm going right down that choppy bank. We got Aaron's 2 poles without boards on them, hung right underneath the boat dragging. We got my middle pole without a board, and then 2 boards on each side. Or 1 board on each side, 2 boards out. So we got a good 40-foot spread here, 50. Hopefully it'll provide before we get hung up so much it makes us mad. We should get into some fish. I haven't seen a bite yet. All I've seen is stuff getting hung up. But if you ain't in the hangs, you ain't in the fish. Getting a bite on my center pole. Don't know why he ain't grabbed it yet. He's just fiddling with it like a little fish. Well, he almost had it then. We've been doing this about 7 minutes and done got more bites than what we did 2 hours anchoring. We're running over fish. We should be into fish right now. I think my fur right hand pole just got slammed. One taking off with my right hand pole, folks. And I've got a mess going on. I think he come off. They always catch you whenever you got so much stuff going on you can't do nothing. I think he's back on there. Got him. Well, I think he come off. my center pole's going crazy. I'm just gonna drop this one back right off in there until everything gets straightened out. And I had him for a little bit. I think it got slammed. I think he's on there. What's that? No, we're just covering ground, putting bait in more fish's faces. I don't know if my camera's still going. My camera's still going. He's on there. I just getting this other post set out before I got on him. Hell, crap. I just as well to get everything straightened out. This dragging for catfish, folks, is very active. I kind of think that fish has gotten off. There he is. He ain't all that big. That kind of sucks this reel acting up, because it's my favorite reel for this. Nah, you're all right. I do declare I think it's a channel cat though. It is. So there he is, folks. Now then, I have not got nothing in the water. Well, I'm up here jacking with some more rod and reels and getting another bite. He come off. There, he might be on there. Still don't feel like a very big one, but I think he's bigger than that last one. Huh? Are you getting a bite? might have made our track a little bit further to the right than need be. At least I think it's a blue cat. If he didn't come off. Because I ain't felt him in a little bit.
Really? Does that always happen with some planer boards?
Yeah, they're hard to hook with a planer board. Well, folks, we're back to fishing again. I redone the clips on my planer boards a little bit. They don't release when you jerk, but they ain't coming off. I'll assure you of that. It's about time to get hung up or something crazy. I ain't had a pole in the water 3 minutes the whole time. We should be running into fish. Well, folks, I don't think I had my camera on for that bite, but I got one on. If he don't come off. Hard to say how big he is. I don't want to turn the trolling motor off. I ain't so doggone sure that fish didn't get off. I think it did. If I knew my bait was still on there, I'd go ahead and send her right back out there. That felt like a pretty good fish, maybe 5-6 pounds. He's still on there, I think. Get up here and get this planer board off there if it don't get tangled up in something else. Yeah, he's still on there. Don't feel like nothing spectacular, but it is a fish. The barge making strange racket. I was just telling Aaron that we had started running through some fish. I don't want to turn my trolling motor off unless it's a big one, because I don't want to ruin our progress that we are making. It seems like they're biting more off to the right out there in that deeper water. So if we anchor again, we're gonna anchor off into the deeper water. Oh, black old male channel cat. Feisty bugger. He'd weighed about 10 pounds, folks. I need to get my dip net out and get it ready. Well, folks, we've jacked around on the river all day and did not catch very many fish. So I will see y'all next time.